the largest congregations in the country. Celebrities like Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett, and Alonzo Mourning have been spiritually charged by his teachings.
After decades of teaching and counseling couples, he's come out with a new book, 4 Things Women Want from a Man. Please welcome pastor and founder of Brooklyn's renowned Christian Cultural Center, A.R. Bernard. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Good to be with you.
Oh, great to have you. You were just at Denzel Washington's house last night. Tell us everything. We see pictures with you with lots of different celebrities, everybody from the Pope to the late Maya Angelou, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump. So what is it about your philosophy that you live by that really has inspired so many people from all different walks of life?
First, let me begin with an apology.
Okay.
The audacity of me to tell women what they want. Get that out.
Okay, you put that out
immediately. I've had an interesting 38 years. I was a banker for 10 years. Had an epiphany in 1975 and decided this was my life calling to go into ministry. But I'm more of an unconventional clergyman. I build relationships, build network. Essentially, I'm a shepherd. I help people find their way. People of all stature in all walks of life.
All right. Well, now let's get to what you apologize for. What women want from a man. Let's start with
saying 4 things and say 2 of them are right here. I don't know where the third and 4th are. But no, I'm sorry.
Number 1, and may not be you, is maturity.
I'm going to say, I've interviewed so many women. 85% of relationships are doomed to fail. 40% of first marriages end in divorce. 60% when you go to the second marriage.
Right, which is why we're all depressed about it. When you think about the stats, it's not good.
It's not good. And I wish I could say it was better in houses of worship and communities of faith, but the statistics are the same. I cannot tell you how many women I interviewed said to me, I just wish he would grow up. What does she mean by that? 2 things, responsibility and decorum. She wants him to be responsible. She wants him to mature. And maturity doesn't come with age, because you could have a 60-year-old man who's an adolescent, 20-year-old young man who has taken responsibility for his words, thoughts, motives, actions, and attitudes. And that's what she wants. She wants to feel secure in the relationship. Decorum. She wants him to know how and when to conduct himself in any given circumstance or situation. When men are intimidated by a situation, they tend to regress into adolescence, forcing the woman to become the mother, and then getting mad at her because she's mothering him.
And that sets off a bad dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, you're saying something that women want from a man, decisiveness.
Yes, and it's a double standard here because it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. But she wants men to be decisive. And decisiveness is the ability to make decisions quickly and confidently. In order to do that, you have to have a set of values and principles that guide your thinking process and guide your life. And women feel secure when a man is strong in terms of his ability to make good decisions and good judgment quickly.
But imagine there's got to be some flexibility there, because you can't be just laying down the law all the time.
No, absolutely. It's not a legal relationship. It's not a controlling relationship. I will tell you, women are designed by God to follow great leadership in a man. She admires him, and it's easy for her to submit to a man who's mature, who's decisive, who's consistent, and who is strong.
All right, number 3, you say consistency is key.
He wants his actions to be congruent with his values, what claims to be most important to him, what he stands for, what he's willing to pay the price for. She wants to make sure that his actions are congruent with those values.
The 4th and final thing you say that women want is strength.
Yeah, and strength in the sense, not some macho leadership, but a man's strength affords him to be gentle. So in his gentleness, it's a demonstration of his strength. A man's kindness is what makes him attractive to a woman.
Amen.
She feels respected by that kindness and that gentleness. Also, the strength to live out his convictions, regardless of the pressures that he experiences externally.
Let's talk about what's happening in the world right now. I'm sure many people must come to you and ask for guidance. We're having so many different things happening: the terrorism, the disputes with the police, and what's going on. How do you talk to people today, and what do they come to you with?
You know, their fears, their insecurities about the future. Both sides. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on politically or socially. They're all concerned about the future. My comfort is in knowing and having faith in the American system. The American system has built into it so many checks and balances that whoever becomes president, it will be balanced in terms of their ability to move us forward. Essentially, things are going to be good, but that's where faith comes into play, because faith appeals to a higher power to level the playing field that is not level in human experience, and that gives us a sense of comfort and hope.
Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
My
Once
pleasure.
again, Pastor A.R. Bernard's book is called 4 Things Women Want from a Man. And then